All right, what's going on, guys? This is another quick tutorial. This one is going to be covering shading. I'm not sure if I really went in depth um, on my last tutorial, so this one is just another quick little cell shading tutorial for those of you that are interested. So yeah, basically like last time, I got my layers already set up. And these are all the flat colors. I didn't really do anything to them, just added just the colors to them, and basically with cell shading, especially on Procreate, it's really easy, or at least I do it like in a very simple way. So here's what I do. So after you have all your colors down, make sure that, okay, so yeah, let me explain. So basically how we're going to do it is that after you have all of your colors down and like it's all in between the lines, like there's none that's out of the line. So like right here, this part has to kind of be like, not perfect, but like you don't want to have too much stuff outside the lines. And that's mainly just for for it to look clean. But yeah, I'm just gonna clean this up right here a little bit. But yeah, so what you want to do is you want to select all of your layers to the right that have color in them, right? And I'm not selecting my line art or my color layer because those don't have color in them. And what you're gonna do is you want to take your three fingers, right, and then you want to drag down, and that'll bring up this copy and paste pop-up bar. And then you just want to press copy all. And what that does is that copies all of those layers that you just selected. And basically you want to go all the way down to just below the last color. So like right in between the last color and the sketch layer, if you sketch, right. And I like to add a layer, right. And then I take my three fingers again and I drag down and I press paste. And if you look to the right, layer 9 is basically what it's called. This is called our base. That basically pasted all of the colors together. And this is going to kind of be how we do the cell shading. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. This is going to be how we do the cell shading because we're going to now clip all of the colors to this bottom layer right here. So just to not confuse myself, I like to put this one on alpha lock and then switch the color to, doesn't really matter, but just something that's not like the other colors. So let's just put fill. All right. And I selected alpha lock, so when I press fill, it doesn't fill the whole screen, just what I selected, which is the bottom colors. And now what you want to do is you want to just clip everything to this base right here. And that doesn't take too long. So yeah, now once everything is clipped to this base, shading, the actual shading part is really simple. And by the way, I didn't add the eyes or the mouth because I'm using it for, I'm doing, like, I'm going to have multiple expressions. So, yeah, I'm going to do that last, but that's not really important for cell shading, the concept of it at least. So yeah, I want to put another layer on top. I'm going to go ahead and clip that. For this one, I'm just going to go ahead and lower this down to 50. And I'm going to switch the layer mode to multiply. And what that does is that it just looks better. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's just good for like shadows and whatnot. I'm not really an art expert, so yeah, you don't want to ask me that. But anyways, and I already got some colors. I like to use this brown color on my multiply layer. But yeah, basically I set all of this up because now when you do the cell shading, and if you have everything clipped, right, let me just choose a random brush. Where's my brush at? Let's go with this. So yeah, basically you set that up. If you set it up right, you should be able to draw on everything on the inside of like these colors, and it shouldn't go on the outside because you clipped it. And that's kind of how we're going to do the cell shading. Now this is not like a tutorial on how to do it, like the technique for cell shading, because I mean, I'm still learning and I'm still like, I still am learning about like colors and lighting and all of that. So it's not really that tutorial yet. But this is just mainly like the concept of like actually being able to do the cell shading. And yeah, I find this really easy, just like really fast. This is mainly for like if you're trying to do like art really fast or get stuff out, or like webtoons or like, stuff like that. This is perfect for that because you could just like do this and like it brings it all together. You don't have to create multiple layers for shadows. It's just really easy. Now I don't really recommend this one if you're trying to like do like really, really detailed shading. Just because there's this one, this style, or not this style, but this technique at least with my experience doing it, it doesn't really allow for like too much variation unless you like switch the color, but then it's hard to get like the color back because like unless you save it to your palette, which in that case, I mean, I don't know. But for me, I've always found it like just it's harder to like get like certain texture feels when you're shading with this style. Like you kind of have to be you have to just know what you're doing a little bit. And, you know, I obviously don't know what I'm doing. But anyways, yeah, that's just about it, you know, and you just go ahead and finish this out. I'll probably time lapse it or whatever. But yeah, that's basically the end of this tutorial. So I'm probably going to cut it right here and then you'll just see the full speed paint or probably the part from when I start like actually coloring it. And then, yeah, that'll be that. So yeah, if you learned something or if, you know, this helped you in any way, shape or form, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. My next tutorial, I'm probably going to talk about lighting and like highlights, and I'll probably use the same like little picture. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Anyways, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, whatever night, whenever you're watching this, enjoy it. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. All right, holla.